All right, as we come down the front straightaway, waiting for the command to go green. As we saw, it was a big move from Justin from the second row in race number 1. Can he repeat that once again as we go green? And down into turn 1, it looks like Andrew Moreau is going to get the jump. But Patton's up the inside, able to keep it side by side. Will's going to cut down to the inside 3 wide. He's going to take the lead as they come up into the S's. And he swept around all of them with a big cutback from outside down to the inside. And a fantastic move yet again from the second row into the lead for Justin Wills. And Moreau in tow right behind. They are super close together. And Andrew's going to pop out, look to that inside. Oh, and Azael, huge send up the inside. He's collected the leaders. Oh, man. And that's devastating for those two. They're now out of this. Oh, man, a huge send from Isaac into the bus stop. And that is a hugely disappointing day for those two Lamborghini Super Trofeos. And Moreau in the wall. Man, another tough start of the race for him. Will's now looking to recover, and who's in your lead? I'm not even sure amid all the chaos. It's Blake. Blake Milwaukee's going to take the lead. Usually the creator of chaos, he's for once the benefactor of it, as he's into the lead now with Dezo Covey in that Covey Racing Honda in second place. And Patton sniffing down the inside into turn 1. Covey going to go way wide. Patton going to move up the inside in a super aggressive move there, but able to keep it all tidy on the exit. And can Covey respond in that Covey Racing Honda down the back straightaway in the slipstream into the bus stop? Let's see, it looks like that McLaren's got the edge on him. And you know Patton's going to be looking forward for that victory. Once again, quickest car on raw pace, just a matter of putting it together during the race. And Wills around Restrepo, that's going to move him up into 4th as he's going to chase down these podium guys. They're even between them down this straightaway, but this is not a great overtaking opportunity in general. Milwaukee's going to defend the inside though. Patton laid on the brakes around the outside. But, yep, like we said, not the best corner to make a pass. Milwaukee's going to defend it for now. As we move back to Dezo Covey. And he's just watching these two fight. What he'd love to see is them come together and get sideways and take each other out. As Covey's going to look down the inside into the penultimate corner. And can he run him wide? Not quite able to get a drive there. Will he be able to do anything into turn 1? Oh, Covey out a bit wide there. But it's going to set him up well down the straightaway. He's going to go side by side with Patton for second. But you can see that McLaren just has superior speed down the straights. Will Dezo have an answer into turn 1? Not quite as good under the brakes. But it looks like that car carries really good mid-corner speed, and he's able to kind of close back in there as they come up the S's now. Nothing in between these two. Just around a tenth of a second, maybe 2 to 3 car lengths. But this back straightaway is really going to hurt this Dezo, this Covey Racing Honda entry. Just not a super slippery car down the straights, and he's going to struggle. And Patton's had to turn his attention back, trying to defend, and that's allowed Blake to squeeze out a little bit of gap now, up to 1.2 seconds. And as we go back on board with Dezo Covey in that Covey Racing Honda, we'll see if he's able to stay on the back. Oh, and it's a huge spin, and we've managed to catch it. He got on the curve, just spun out too aggressive on the throttle, and there we see Justin Wills go by into 3rd place, already back on the podium after that terrible lap 1 incident. Let's see how far he can continue to climb as this race goes on. Still a lot of time left, 17.5 minutes left in this race. And he's going to have 6 seconds on the 2 leaders, and we'll see if he can keep putting in quick laps. Where's Andrew in relation to all this? It looks like Dezo's had another incident. Is that in the... Where is that? Oh, he's still just trying to collect it. And man, that's frustrating. He was right up there battling for the lead, and now dropping down the order after that spin. And we gave you the demo last weekend, but here's a full show. Matthew Restrepo and that McLaren lawn mowing service giving a preview here to New York. And that one we're going to charge right to the state, as he's taking out pretty much all these clippings free of charge. And let's see, what does Blake decide to do? It looks like Blake is coming down. The leader's coming in to take his service. And what are the others going to do? Patton as well. And Wills, they all dive into the pit lane here. Let's see what these teams can do in the service center. And it looks like something's going on in the pit lane. We're not quite sure what. Could that be a speeding penalty? We'll have to see. Oh, and that would be a heartbreaking setback if it is. Wills had done great to catch up to those two leaders. We'll see. Moreau back out on this outlap. Let's see, what can he do with the undercut? Those cars just sitting there idle as they get their service from the teams. As we hear more of that power steering pump, actually. And Dezo Kobe gonna sweep out and take a tentative lead for now. Oh, and we see drive-through penalty for speeding in pit lane. That's gonna be applied to Justin Wills. He's gonna have to come down and take that. That is a heartbreaker. He had done so well to come back from that turn 1 collision. He caught the leaders, and now he's gonna have to go to work all over again, but there's not much time left in the race, just under 9 minutes now. And that's super disappointing. Think about it. Patton's got a huge gap back. I think the next car is Andrew Moreau, and he is way back, at least 10 seconds. But yeah, pole position both races. Had pace late in race 1 after we had some shakeups. And Patton once again in a position to win this race, but now from the lead with a big gap to anyone behind him. He's just really got to keep it clean, and that car obviously has a lot of pace in it that we saw in those quali sessions. As we see Justin Wills now back out on track after having to serve that drive-through, and he is just a second and a half out from Andrew Moreau, sitting in second now. And even though it's not going to be the day he wanted, probably not going to be able to get this overall, he could still make a statement and pass back Andrew Moreau here and try and make back some of those points that he lost in race number 1. And yeah, it seems clear he's going to be the faster of these two Super Trofeos. It's just going to be a matter of when, not if. A lot less damage on that car and just a lot more speed behind the wheel. Andrew going to look slightly defensive here, and he's going to move back up, but still coming in a little shallow, and Wills is going to be all over the back of him now. But we'll see. Will Wills be able to make a move? He thinks about it, feints to the inside, and he's going to try to cross over and move. Not quite going to be able to get it done, but maybe it sets him up for this final complex of corners here. Well, let's see. Gets it right up on the curbs. He's going to have a great drive here. Way out. Gonna cut underneath, and he's coming back into the pits. What's this? He's coming back into the pits. I'm not sure what this is about. And here we go. He's gonna cross the finish line. Your qualifying 1. Oh, yep. And checker flag's out. Your qualifying 1 pole position winner, quali 2 pole position winner, and now your race 2 winner. Patton said he could do it, and he's done it. He stood on business, and he's gonna win race number 2 here at the Glen. And a fantastic and dominating drive over the rest of the field. Moreau with a fantastic recovery drive yet again, going to finish second. And Wills coming around looking like he is the likely taker of the final podium spot here in third. And it's been a week full of adversity here for those two Super Trofeos. But managing to get onto the podium once again. That'll be a good thing for Moreau trying to close up that points lead. Obviously, race number 1 really went his way, and race number 2 not so good for those Lamborghinis, but able to bounce back.